We travelled in some pretty rolly conditions all the way out here, but it was worth the drive. And we've only been going for about 20 minutes as well.
Yeah, doggy!
I've travelled 300 nautical miles into the Coral Sea with a bunch of anglers to explore a new patch of reef on board the ship Big Cat Reality. We haven't quite got the weather we planned on getting. We've got 30 knots of southerly at the moment, so our plans have changed just a little bit. The plan was to fish the inner reef from tenders, but with the wind gusting above 25 knots, our plan is to use the mothership, brave the sea on the outer edge, and head on a trolling expedition.
Yeah, so as you can see, the weather has come in today as forecast. So the plan for this morning is to leave the tenders in a safe anchorage and then depart with the big vessel. We're going to work out the lee side of the reef, even though it'll still be a bit rough out here. Yep. But we're just going to troll all the way up here and explore some of these uncharted bommies. There's a nice big one up there we want to sort of go over, and the boys are keen to maybe do some jigging if we get some good hookups on the way.
The mothership is well set up as a trolling vessel. With a little setup, we have outriggers sorted and platforms on the back from which to fight anything we hook, and we aren't short of hooks and tackle on this trip. Take a quick tour of the back deck and I'll show you what it's like to fish with a bunch of absolute tackle junkies. Come with me. This is a rigging table. I've never seen so much expensive gear in one small space, from just the tools through to the fishing tackle. And then have a look at our rod rack. That's only a small representation of the amount of rods and reels on board. There's another triple that on the top deck. There's all tackle boxes down the bottom here. And all we've seen since we've been travelling is a bunch of anglers rigging and rigging and rigging. This trip is a tackle testing excursion. These anglers are part of the Wilson Fishing Pro Team and are here solely to watch how product performs. Trolling is often effective in rough seas, and it doesn't take long for a rod to buckle. Now it's time for Dane to brave a wet platform to fight this one. Welcome to the Coral Sea on an angry day. I'm thinking this is a dogtooth tuna. It
actually sounded like it broke.
It went hard, and there's not a lot of line left on that reel.
No.
We travelled in some pretty rolly conditions all the way out here, but it was worth the drive. And we've only been going for about 20 minutes as well.
Yeah, doggy!
This is Dane's first dogtooth tuna, and he is understandably wrapped. We capture the moment on still camera and then prepare as we're about to round the corner of the reef, and life is about to get a whole lot more uncomfortable. It's times like these you want to trust the vessel you're fishing on.
The Big Cat Reality has a very unique history. She was actually built in 1973. Our original name was the Coral Seatel, built by a guy called Bernie Smith out of Cairns, and designed for a mothership for game fishing vessels. And then the Wallaces bought it from Cairns, who had the Quicksilvers, and then they actually made it into a ferry, a day ferry over to Green Island. Did that run for about 20 years, and then we bought it in 2000 and brought it back down to Brisbane, and then set it up as a liveaboard, focusing money on scuba diving and marine training initially. And the last 4 or 5 years we've now developed this offshore fishing product that we've focused on.
Our anglers now wait, knowing that on this outer edge we are going to intercept a few bigger fish.
I think we might have to put the cage down in the water for this one.
Out now. Go, go, go. Still got weight. Go, 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 go. Yes. Nice work. What's just happened then is a skip bait, so a bait that's hooked up and rigged to skip along the top has been absolutely obliterated out the back. Sign of a big predator that can look upwards and see something it likes. Good work, Lockie. Beautiful. Oh, they're such cool predators. Look at that, how he folds that fin back for that speed.
Little bullets, eh?
They are absolute little bullets, mate. And you come from Tassie and play with your bullets down here. How's it going coming up here and playing with these ones?
Mate, it's awesome. The warmth, it's great.
And to think that you can play with these, this is a baby, they grow, so this one's probably only a bit over a year old.
That's
50
right,
centimetres in the first year, and they grow to 2 metres and 130 kilos, so
Bait.
I'd hate to think that a 130 kilo one will do. The moment we're towing lures around the ocean, otherwise known as trolling, and there's a couple of really good reasons that it's such an effective technique. A, your lures or baits are in the water the whole time, not like when you're casting and retrieving. Moment around 8 knots, gives you a chance to explore ground, but on top of that, this boat creates a massive disturbance in the water when you're fishing for predatory species. They hone into that vibration and they'll come in to see what's going on here and hopefully find your lures and baits, and then all hell breaks loose. That's why trolling is such an effective way to chase them. The weather is not improving, but with the fishing being so good and aboard this sturdy mothership, we are happy to keep exploring to see if we can find new species and bigger fish.
Fish on!
Oh, it's a yellowfin. Yes. Well done. We're just wondering what we're going to have for lunch, and I think we have the answer. Fresh sashimi. Russell, do you know why the boys behind you are so happy that you caught that? Because you sorted out entree. Sashimi, the cold beverage. Aren't they the most gorgeous looking fish?
They are awesome.
Beautiful golden
They make a
fin.
beautiful entree too.
They do, and they get a whole lot bigger than this.
Oh yes, this is only a little baby one, but
A tasty one.
they're like a keg on steroids, aren't they?
Oh, mate. I'd hate to play with the really, really big ones one day.
30 kilo, 40 kilo model, that's really going to sort you out.
there's
That's a big gear for that.
And there's a couple here too, so who knows? The next one could be a screamer.
Never know.
You look at what this yellowfin tuna just coughed up, just pretty much shows you how opportunistic they are and the fact that they can never stop. So they're just a constant source of energy demand which runs through them. So they'll eat pretty much from top to bottom. There's a mixture of tiny little puffer fish through to some pretty solid feed there. So whatever comes their way, they got to keep that energy source going. They'll eat it.
Fish on!
That's a better one. Yeah. Dog time, slow it up. Righto, you ready to do a transfer here? Yeah. You go quick. Righto. Get down there.
Yeah, mate.
You got colour? Over. You right? Yeah, you good, you good, you good. Go ahead, mate. A variety of fish are coming aboard regularly now, and we push on around this reef system that provides a huge structure in deep water. It's this oceanic current obstacle that makes it so attractive to bait and predatory fish, and this place is home to so many different species. It's all starting to happen. This ocean's getting rougher, there's birds everywhere, there's big bait balls coming past the boat. We're going to get a bite. You think it's going to happen right here. Yeah, good work, brother. You're right, you're right. Go, go, go. Still good? Yeah, man. Yeah, nice. Nice work. Good handiwork. We got another one on there. Yep. Yeah, we've got a double. And they're going, of course they're going opposite directions. Cross over, you right? Here. Careful, dude. Careful, man. Right, Lockie. I got you. I got you. You right? Righto, we're clear. That's right. You're right. You're right, man. one. There's one. There had to be fish there. There had to be fish. All those birds, bite. Oh, it's a little skipjack. How's that? Check out the blue on that. Aren't they gorgeous? Big marlin kind of like these as well. Oh well, 2 yellowfin in one of these. Onwards and upwards. So often with trolling out in the open oceans like this, you have those dull moments, and then suddenly when it happens, it's all chaotic in an instant. Just goes to show you just got to find where that bait is, where that structure is. So often the predators aren't far away. Two on. Yeah, we found the fish. What are we calling them? Tunas?
Tunas again.
Yes. There we go. Oh yeah. Nice. They are bigger than the last ones. There we go, mayhem in the open oceans. And this yellowfin with a very interesting feature, it's missing a bit of flesh, mate. Little cookie cutter sharks coming and giving it a bit of wadful on the way.
Giving a bit of a feed.
And then he ran into you.
Yep, that's it.
It's all right. And speaking of feeds, you've done it right, because that'll be on the menu tonight. Hey, it's fresh yellowfin, you cannot beat it. Now sideways again, I'll try and get a yellow, that's it. And 1, 2, 3. Might be a better one, Dave. Nice bite. They're levelled. They're right levelled. Yeah, might have a proper one. This could be our last fish of the day. The sun's starting to get low. We've got to go back and find an anchorage. Chef's apparently making us a roast tonight. He's not very happy with the conditions for cooking at the moment. So this fish in, and we're going to be out of here. The other side. I sort of don't really want to come out here with you because I'm going to get whacked. Oh yeah, where is it? What is it? What's that line? What's the line? Oh, it's a doggy. It's a doggy. And it's time to go home on that note, mate. I think we're getting hammered here. That's a proper one, eh? Cheating, mate. Skipper said last fish, we're going to get out of here. You had to do it, didn't you? You had to catch one more.
Yeah, that's
I like your style. The last fish of the day causes all sorts of grief, running from one side of the stern to the other. But with some careful negotiating and rod handling skills, we have it under control. And what a beautiful dogtooth tuna to complete a rough and rugged day of gear testing on the open ocean. There ends a very hectic day on the Coral Sea.
You're not wrong there.
We've had a very rough ocean, but the boys have got stuck into some awesome fish.
Bloody oath.
Trolling's the winner for the day.
Yeah, mate. Yep. The big stick baits did the trick today.
And we have an awesome roast pork for dinner, mate. So let that one go, and we'll let the chef go and do his work.
Thank you.
We are all very happy to round the final corner into the inner reef and a more comfortable sea. But you can't help but be so impressed with what we discovered exploring and trolling a rough outer reef edge. These huge structures found so far out to sea will never disappoint when it comes to a long-range fishing trip.